Kagame, Faye, Traoré, or Tinubu? Who has Africa's boldest economic vision? From the dusty Sahel to the rising towers of Kigali, from the chaos of Lagos to the hope in Dakar's youth, a new generation of African leaders is rewriting the rules. Some with revolutions, some with reforms, some with relentless control, but all with one goal: to shape Africa's economic future. The question is no longer if Africa will rise, but how and under whose vision. Today, we explore four of Africa's most talked about leaders: Paul Kagame of Rwanda, the system builder; Bassirou Diomaye Faye of Senegal, the reformer; Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso, the revolutionary; and Bola Tinubu of Nigeria, the kingmaker who now holds the Nigerian throne. Who holds the clearest, boldest, most practical economic vision for Africa's tomorrow? Let's find out.
Paul Kagame, the silent architect. He took a broken nation and built a symbol of what's possible. Rwanda's economy, once dependent on aid, is now one of Africa's fastest growing. From drone-delivered blood supplies to cashless public transport, Kagame's Rwanda is aiming for middle-income status by 2035. His blueprint? Vision 2050, a knowledge-based, private sector-led economy, ICT, tourism, clean energy, and an iron grip on corruption. But critics say the cost of order is freedom. Is Kagame building an economic miracle or a quiet autocracy?
Enter Bassirou Diomaye Faye, the tax man turned president. At just 44, he's the face of a generational shift in West Africa. He's not just challenging the economic order, he's questioning the entire monetary system. His goal? Economic sovereignty. End the CFA franc. Renegotiate oil and gas contracts. Empower the youth. Clean up corruption. He promises an Africa-first Senegal, where the future belongs to farmers, techies, and local innovators, not foreign consultants. But can a nation so entangled in foreign capital truly break free?
Now, the wild card. Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso. At just 36, he's Africa's youngest head of state, and he didn't come to power through the ballot. He seized it. His mantra, Pan-Africanism or death. Expel the West, reclaim the mines, feed the people, educate the youth. Replace dependency with sovereignty. Traoré wants to build a self-sufficient economy rooted in local resources and radical self-belief. To him, imperialism isn't history, it's today's news. But without external investors, can his vision survive? Or is Burkina Faso chasing independence into isolation?
And then there's Bola Tinubu, the kingmaker who now holds the Nigerian throne. Africa's largest economy, its most chaotic democracy, and its biggest gamble yet. On day one, he ended fuel subsidies, floated the naira, opened the gates for foreign investment. Tinubu promises a liberalized, investor-friendly Nigeria, where taxes are streamlined, inflation is tamed, and markets lead the way. But on the streets, food prices soar, salaries stagnate, trust bleeds. Let the poor breathe, he once said. But many Nigerians today are gasping for economic air.
Let's compare their models. Paul Kagame, the technocrat. GDP growth consistently over 6%, ranked second easiest place to do business in Africa. Focus, tech, innovation, efficiency. Pros, stability, clarity, structure. Cons, suppressed dissent, too top-down. Bassirou Faye, the reformer. Just months in office, but already challenging French monetary control. Wants local ownership of Senegal's energy boom, Focus, economic justice, equity, youth. Pros, visionary, bold, people-centric. Cons, inexperienced, risk of instability. Ibrahim Traoré, the revolutionary, nationalizes resources, shifts away from Western alliances. Focus, Pan-African solidarity, rural economy, anti-imperialism. Pros, raw independence, grassroots appeal. Cons, security crisis, weak institutions, no democratic legitimacy. Bola Tinubu, the capitalist gambler, largest economy on the continent, risky reforms underway, fuel, forex, taxation, focus, market liberalization, private sector dominance. Pros, potential for large-scale turnaround. Cons, painful short-term cost, public distrust, inflation chaos.
So, who has the best economic vision? The truth is, there is no single African formula. Each leader is dancing to the rhythm of their nation's history. Kagame has shown what long-term planning and discipline can build. Faye represents the rising African youth and the desire to decolonize economics. Traoré taps into rage, pride, and self-determination. Tinubu bets on big, painful reforms for a giant too big to fail. But vision is only as good as its execution, and execution demands one thing: trust. Do the people believe? Do they see results? Do they feel hope? Because Africa's wealth isn't in policies, it's in its people.
What if these four men weren't rivals, but building blocks? Kagame's order, Faye's justice, Traoré's pride, and Tinubu's ambition. If combined, they might just mirror what Africa really needs. A leadership that is strategic, sovereign, youthful, and bold enough to dream and deliver. Until then, the battle of visions continues. And the world is watching. Which leader will become the blueprint for Africa's future? Only time and the people will decide. Africa Unfiltered. Subscribe, watch, share.